Founder of Telegram is reportedly behind bars in a case in France igniting debate over free speech. The billionaire is accused of failing to adequately moderate criminal activity on the popular messaging app. It's one of the most severe actions ever taken against a social media chief. Now Russian officials say the West has a double standard. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
He's known as the Mark Zuckerberg of Russia. Billionaire Pavel Durov, founder and CEO of the popular messaging app Telegram, has been arrested in France. The app, which boasts nearly 1 billion users, has long maintained a commitment to free speech and does little to moderate content shared on the platform.
My mission in life was to allow other people to also become free. Using the platforms that we created, or I created, my hope was that they could express their freedoms.
French media reports Durov's arrest was the result of an investigation into whether he had failed to crack down on illegal activity on Telegram, including drug trafficking, child porn, and the promotion of terrorism.
We want to be a neutral platform that is impartial and doesn't take any side.
Telegram has said it actively combats misuse of its platform, saying each day millions of pieces of harmful content are removed, and saying it is absurd to claim that a platform or its owner are responsible for abuse of that platform. Many prominent figures are rushing to Durov's defense. RFK Jr. saying the need to protect free speech has never been more urgent, and whistleblower Edward Snowden saying Durov's arrest is an assault on the basic human rights of speech. While Telegram says it complies with European laws, it was recently slapped with a $5 million fine in Germany for failing to comply with laws on reporting illegal content.
Andrew Dimbert, thank you.
Did you see that, Yasharala? I want to start off first things first, with all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Pele Hubutan, it's great name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to sister brothers living the truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Now you just seen from that clip a major billionaire with a platform, Telegram. The only reason I know about Telegram because it's the Edomite of my job. He watches that platform. What I hear is real big on Trump rhetoric. That's why you heard about all the child stuff and the selling the drugs and the white nationalists and all of that. That's what they mostly be on there. But as you can see from that clip, freedom of speech is under attack. They said freedom of speech has never been more urgent to protect than now. And it's the whole reason why Esau Edom, so-called white man, is now attacking free speech. He built his kingdom, especially here in Babylon the Great America, on the Constitution, was the First Amendment right, says you have freedom of speech. But now the devil's peeling it back because there's a certain speech that's coming out that's disrupting all his plans. And, it's uncovering him and stripping him and making him naked. And he's getting ready to do away with that. But before he gets rid of that, he has to make other moves, other laws in order to govern the speech of the people. They're getting ready to come down hard and heavy with a totalitarian government. It's going to be the beast system. See, that's that beast system starting to show its head. And in the beast system, you can't say what you want to say. You sure can't speak out against the beast system. So they're getting rid of all these Edomite platformers. They got major platforms. They already done hit the YouTube. They do us. They done hit the Google. They done hit the Facebook. Man, they done hit everybody. And what they're trying to do is censor the truth that's coming out now. Really, they want to get rid of the internet, really. If it wasn't so profitable to them, they'll probably just cut the internet off, which I believe they're going to cut it off anyway in a minute, because this truth is going out so hard and heavy. Because right now, you think about it, Yasharala, if you're in Europe and you film with your camera phone, the riots, you're facing jail time in Europe for doing that. That's supposed to be freedom of the press, freedom of speech, but they're starting to show you that you don't have those rights no more. If Jake, you really had any rights anyway. But now, this is how we're going to see that great civil unrest pop off. Because Esau was, he thought he had that privilege. Esau's about freedom. So once the elite Edomites, the bankers, your 1940s, your ish people, put the squeeze on these everyday working class Edomites, they're going to clash. That'll be your first clash right there. It's going to be Esau. Like the scripture say, Egyptian versus the Egyptian, the poor versus the rich. They're going to battle over this right that is now being stripped from the American people. What you see is already happening in Europe. Babylon the Great America is next. So let's get to the scriptures, and we're going to see another dude that just, he got his little shut up permit. They trying to block this truth out. So let's start off with Isaiah 10:1. Because this is what's happening right now. We're witnessing it. And this is the birth before, they bring in that beast system, which will have that MOTB, the mark of the beast. So this is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. That's an unrighteous decree, which means you don't want to hear people's voice no more. At least say, hex nah, shut them up. And it says, and that right grievous which they have prescribed. So they're writing laws now to stop what people got to say. Really tell the truth is what it is. They done lost the narrative. People connecting the dots. All conspiracy theory have been proven to be, well, a lot of them have been proven to be true. And Esau has to fight back to get the narrative. He done lost the narrative. Especially when it comes to these scriptures. The way we break down these precepts, Esau can't roll with us, on any type of level. So now he's going to gear up and say, let's just, throw it all out. Let's get rid of freedom of speech. Let's shut them up. It was cool. Now they talking. Now we hitting nerves now when we talk. So now he wants to shut up the talking and put a muzzle on you. Now they want to, put them clampers on you using what? Using his laws. The scripture just said that he write grievously. They're going to write in their laws that you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't film this, you can't put this on the internet, social media. And if you do, you get fined or you get jail time. So this is precept coming to life right now. And it's going to be bad over here. See, Europe, they'll fuss and fight and throw their hands around. But over here, Babylon the Great, they're going to load them guns up. Because they believe in the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. And that's what Esau wants to strip away. So let's check out another dude. He's a general. I don't think he's a general. Salakia. He's a weapons inspector. I noticed they don't like inspectors. And he be on, redacted. He basically says, like Babylon the Great is not going to win this next great war coming up. And I guess, because he's been talking for a minute. I watched it, dude. Matter of fact, let's get this lesson queued up. This clip queued up. And it's this dude, Scott Ritter. And we're going to see the feds raiding his house. And then he's going to talk about what just happened to him. He was shook up. Because he's like, I can't believe, rich Edomites did me like that. And I know why. Because he's telling too much truth, man. Like, we already know through the scriptures. And he breaks it down from a military standpoint. And I watch a lot what he got to say, and they go just like that, too. So I know they like, nah, dude, you telling too much of our plans. So they gave him a shut-up call. So I'm going to play a clip of him getting raided by the feds. Check him out, Yasharallah.
Nothing on my side. You didn't check your side, though.
No, I'm good.
Talking about your mess ups. Now here go him explaining it. And watch how shook this devil is. He gonna be like, I cannot believe they did a rich uppity Edomite like me. He getting rated like Jake. Check him out. Watch how shook he is, Yasharallah.
All right, as you guys have figured out, the FBI executed a search warrant at my residence. The search warrant is related to concerns apparently the U.S. government has about violations of the Foreign Agent Registration Act. I will tell you right now, I am not in violation of the Foreign Agent Registration Act. I have not done anything that will do it, and hopefully by executing the search warrant and taking the materials that they did, they will rapidly reach that conclusion. I will say that things like this have a chilling effect on free speech. There's no doubt that I'm being targeted because of statements I've made about U.S. policy in Ukraine, being targeted because I have made an effort to try and improve relations between the United States and Russia, to try to bring about arms control, to bring about peace. Apparently somebody in the U.S. government takes umbrage at this, so they executed a search warrant. The FBI was extraordinarily professional. I have no complaints against the personnel that did this. I do have complaints against the personnel that caused this to happen. This has a chilling impact on free speech. The idea that you have a free speech right in America, when you execute it in a manner that the U.S. government takes exception to, and they launch a search warrant, that is an intimidation factor. I can say that I am not intimidated, and I will continue to speak out, and I will continue to do what I do, because that's my responsibility as an American citizen, and I will continue to operate in that manner. So I think I gave you all the answers you need at this point in time. I would request that you respect that, and let me and my wife get on with our business.
What time did they show up today?
I don't know. They were here a long time. So, you know.
Can you say generally what type of stuff was in the boxes they took?
The search warrant allowed them to look for electronic equipment. They were clearly interested in communications that I've had with people related to the work I do. That's all I can say about it. It's up to them to review it. I have nothing to hide. I was cooperative with them, and you know, it is what it is, and we'll get on with it. But as I said, I respect their right to do what they did. I'm not in violation of the law, and I will not be intimidated. So anybody upstairs who thought that this will intimidate me and cause me to stop speaking out, they guessed wrong.
Did
Have a great
they
day.
take the passport from you a couple weeks ago?
They took that. That's an old story, but yeah, my passport was seized when I returned from Russia back in June. When I was getting ready to leave for Russia back in June.
You ready?
When you say they took stuff that was related to your work, what work exactly?
I'm a writer. You figure it out. You're a journalist? Imagine if they did a search warrant in your workplace. What would they take? 2 plus 2 equals 4.
Thank you. Step to my right, step to my right, step to my right.
Foreign registration.
Talking as usual, the way he talks. And he's trying to say he's going to double down and beat himself. I believe they're going to shut him up. They got their gag order going. I think that they've been raided by the feds, has him shook up. So I bet he's not going to be as good as he was before. But he used to hit some nerves. Because I watched him a lot. I got introduced to him through Redacted, another platform I watch. You know, a bunch of little controlled opposition Edomites. And he would talk about the war aspect and how bad of a job they're doing. So that's why they're shutting them up, because they don't mess with the Titanic music. I want Babylonians to think, Americans to think that everything's going fine and we got it. But he be like, man, they ain't got it. It's about to go bad. They about to get whooped. He be cracking me up, man, because he be talking the same talks we talk, but he just comes from a military aspect. And he says, hey, Babylon Great America about to get whooped. And that's true. But they don't want to hear the truth. The truth hurts to the wicked. See, one thing I noticed, Yasharala, one thing I noticed about these elites right now, and I'm just looking at their lackeys, the little ones that, you know, we see. We don't get to see the Rockefellers and Rothschilds like that, but you can tell there's great fear amongst the elites based on how scared their lackeys are. And we know why, because their time is short, and they got to help get the system up. And with all this information going out, especially the truth going out, the truth is going out real heavy right now. It is disrupting and frustrating this devil and has them in fear. This is my first time ever seeing super billionaires be in fear, Yasharala, based on a word. So freedom of speech is under attack because these devils are trying to smother that word. Now they're saying shut up. Why? Because now we're getting results. Babylon the Great, America is crashing based on a word going forth. The word going out the mouths of the prophets, all of the apostles, the elders, the Akim, that's coming with the correct doctrine and putting that word out, that vibration on the highway and hedges, is crumpling Babylon the Great. So now it's like, now he's like, okay, I got to shut him up. Forget all this information going out. See, the devil used to be able to do his plans and it worked smooth. Now he's doing his plans, he's getting a bunch of hiccups. Why? Because the people are hip to his game, because the truth is going out. And certain people are prescribing to that truth. So let's the further show something too. When you go to everybody getting it, because when you go to, I got an article pulled up talking about X, which is really formerly Twitter, and check out what they're saying. So he bought out Twitter, Elon Musk, talking about to create freedom of speech, and look like he's about to get censored as well. They about to shut him up too. So it says X hate speech is so common that celebs like John Cena follow white nationalists. So that's all code word right there. They say hate speech. So they're about to start controlling what you can say. And then us, them controlling what we say, they're going to nullify the truth. Because that's really what's hurting this devil's feelings. You don't care if you into all that other stuff. He just want to get to the truth. I'm trying to shut that up. Now, I can't just jump on them out the blue. Esau can't just come at for us just out the blue, because then he'll raise up too many alarms. So Esau, so-called white man's like a snake. He slithers. He's sneaky. If you ever watch a snake, one of them National Geographic shows, a snake, it slithers on its prey. Real slow, it don't creep. So Esau right now is creeping, getting rid of this other stuff like white nationalists, other little hate groups, Proud Boys. They're just collateral damage. He's just doing that to soften up before he gets to the real target, which is this truth and the prophets. Because the truth is coming out of our mouths. So that's what he really wants to censor. And we're further, getting to that. As you can see through all the stuff I showed, like, this is not no conspiracy theory. This devil really wants to censor what type of speech you can say. Free speech is about to go to the wayside. There will be no freedom of speech in the beast system. And we can vividly see that. So I want to bring up a scripture. To show you that this voice, the freedom of speech, this word going out, it's messing this devil up. Because this is Deuteronomy 26:7. And it says, and when we cried unto the Lord Yahweh of our fathers, the Lord heard our voice. We're being heard right now. That's what the devil like, you got to shut up. Quit calling your father. Quit calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're being heard right now. This devil's scared, And it says, and look on our affliction and our labor and our oppression. So now the Lord, because we getting right now, we're back in our heritage. We keeping our customs, our culture. We just lost His commandments. We're starting to do that. And we're praying. And guess what? The Lord is hearing that. Now He's looking at our case, our cause, and look like He getting ready to take us back. And guess who got a problem with that? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Like, no, this cannot be happening. Shut him up. See, we was talking about that sweet baby Jesus, and in the plans of Christianity, he didn't care, because that was his doctrine. You can say Jesus all you want to. He ain't got a problem with that. But as soon as you get into the truth, right and divide and doing the correct way of the scriptures, getting the laws and commandments, and call on them names. Is why the names are very important. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Those names are very important, because you can just tell, proof in the pudding. Why is the devil mad when we say Yahweh and Yahweh Shai? Why is he mad? Because he knows those are the true names of the Lord. He thought he buried that. He thought he got rid of that. Now it's coming back and it's being heard. Some people hearing it like, man, what's that name you say again? That sounds right to me. And they start saying it, and now it's like a wildfire. And this devil is just like, oh, no, man, I got major issues on my hand. And then it's pissing the devil off because they're at the pinnacle of their technology. This devil has all kinds of technology. He can splice the DNA. He has artificial intelligence. He has algorithms. This devil's at the peak of his technology. Got the sword at his peak. And yet, he's losing based on this truth going out. Everything is backfiring on him. He created the internet, and what happened on the internet? The word going out. The scripture's called a unicorn. The word is going out through that unicorn. And these devils, man, they thought they had it made. Because you look back 40, 50 years, we was on the ground. Truth wasn't loud like that. What really made the truth blow up was what? The internet. And then when the apostle elders got on the YouTube it blew up. So now these devils are like, oh man, I got all this technology. You mean to tell me some broke niggas on the corner talking about some Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua is beating me? I'm losing to that? That's what Esau's saying, man, and he's very frustrated. So the wrath is going to come. And the devil just in disbelief because he thought because of technology that he was God. Esau thought when he split the DNA and can make GMO organisms, he thought he was God. So now that he's losing to a voice, to a word, it's got this devil all flustered, man. So I'm going to read this because, as I said, they brought another scripture to my mind. Because these devils, man, they this pride and the technology they got, that's what kind of like lifting them up and set them up for this great fall. And I'm going to go Obadiah 1:3. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. You know, Esau done juked himself out. He thought he was God. He thought he done manifest destiny. He thought Jacob always stayed dead. Jacob never come back into the knowledge of who they are. Man, these devils thought they had it made in the shade. So it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, in a cave, so you know it's talking about Esau, whose habitation is high. They stay in them skyscrapers. You know, they always want to be on the big high penthouse. It says, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, that's their pride right there. Esau thought he could never lose. And showed not to us, some old broke, lowly jakes that ain't got nothing, they can never stop me, man. I got too much technology. They got satellites, Robocop, Sentinels, artificial intelligence. They like, ain't no way Yasharala can beat us now. We're going to always rule. And lo and behold, soon as this word start bubbling up and going forth, oh man, it's eating Esau up like Pac-Man. Eating them up. To where he's like, oh man, you know what? No more freedom of speech. See, now we're whooping Esau spiritually. We're in a realm that he can't dominate. He done dominated the physical realm. So now that Yahushua has woken up Jake, woken us up to this truth, now we're dominating the spiritual realm, and he can't box in that arena. And the spiritual is over the physical. So now we're winning. So with us winning, what he got to do? He got to pull the power source. And what is that? That's this word going out. This word going out our mouth. This freedom of speech that, you know, this devil done granted to the people. Now you want to strip it away because now we're using it as a mighty weapon against him. Just this word going forth is crushing Esau. So what's the next step? Oh, I got to outlaw freedom of speech because really, once he outlaws freedom of speech, the main target he wants to outlaw Yasharala is the word, the Bible. They're going to do a Bible ban, man. We're going to get that, leave off on that note. Because that's what this attack on freedom of speech is all about. Because it's going to be an attack on the Bible, on the word. He don't want us, you know, worshiping Yahweh Bashar Shah in truth and sincerity. He don't want that. So he got to strip freedoms away. He got to take away that guideline that we got that we're using now, which is our word. So check it out. It tells you this right here. Because this will come into play. This will be manifest. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So the Lord is telling us they're going to do a Bible ban. So that's why we tell brothers and sisters to get this truth as much as you can. Repetition. Get these precepts in you as much as you can. Because the devil's going to come to a point where they're going to take our Bibles away from us. Now, if you read your Bible so much and been eating on this word so much, after a while, guess what? You know, you eat on something, it's in me now. You take the word from me, and I still got the faith to believe everything because it's in me now. So that's why the Lord said, stay diligent and vigilant. Diligent and stay vigilant. And what did he say? Make sure your call and election is sure. And that means to be, you know, studying this word. Repetition. Read that precept. Read that precept again. Read it again to where you know it by heart. Then it's what? It's in you then. It's in your mind. So when these devils take our Bibles away, it's too late. I already got all the precious nutrients, everything I needed out of it, I already got out of it. You can take it from me and it doesn't have no effect. It's in me now. It's in me. So that's what we say, man. You can't get enough of this word while it's available and we got it. Get all you can, because the devil's next move is to take the Bible away and to shut us up. Get the men off the highway and hedge and make the Bible hate speech. And you can't do that no more. He's going to outlaw the ministry is what this devil's about to do. He's going to outlaw it because he is hurting him. And he sees the effects of it hurting him. He didn't believe it could because he was built up, with so much technology, so much resources, so much money, that he didn't think that the word would have this type of impact on him as it has. Because this is done, since I've been in the truth, man, looking at this past 10 years has been very, very crucial to Esau Edom, man. This devil been losing. Majorly. Majorly he been losing. So I just wanted to show and put the word out there to, man, eat these lessons up, man. Because we could wake up and this whole internet could be cut off. YouTube be cut off. They've already tried to ban TikTok. They couldn't do it because, that's, that's owned by China. They don't want to bang with China. But they wanted to ban TikTok. So some of these platforms, like, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Telegram might be outlawed. They might get rid of the X, which is supposed to be Twitter. That's why it's called X. Because they're probably on its way out the door. It's going to be X'd out. So no more Twitter. No more Instagram. They're going to get rid of all these little social media platforms. They're going to say hate is being spread on them. So we have to save the people and stop it. The truth is on there. And it's hurting them more than it's hurting the public. So with that being said, man, I've just been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah and stay locked in because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.